This isn't gonna work well.
It's fun.
Sometimes he's naughty. Sometimes he's nice. But every time he's Dirt Guy. It's Dirt Guy Drive Time with your host, Dirt Guy. Hey, welcome to Dirt Guy Drive Time, the show where I drive home from work talking into a camera. It's a vlog. It's a vlog. Which wasn't really a word, but now it's a word. Vlog. Okay, now that we've covered that, let's move forward. So, here's the deal. You guys probably watched my video from yesterday, and not great news. Matter of fact, heartbreaking news. Very difficult for me to sort of process and get my head around. So much so that I went home and my wife and I were talking about it, and I just kept breaking down. It's really tough. I mean, because anyway, for the reasons I'm sure you'd expect it to be tough, I'm not going to belabor the point on that deal. Well, that was a bump, wasn't it? What the hell? Well, you know, it gets better, but it got worse. I decided after DLing with the wife, DL is download, by the way. After DLing with the wife for a little bit, went out in the hobby room and turned on the music and my usual routine. That was a loud truck. And got to work on a part of my railroad that I'm just doing for me right now. And that was fun and dandy. And I was sort of just processing this deal, you know? And then I had a text exchange with my director, who I've known for many years, a friend of mine. I told you, we bro down. I'll tell you the rest of that story later, but we bro down. And then he says, oh, by the way, I tested positive for the CV-19. Okay, my friend is in a compromised medical state anyway. And those people don't do well with the CV-19. So I came in from the hobby room, slammed the door, it was just like that. And I actually burst into tears. I was like a blubbering idiot. And I think my wife at first thought that I was going to tell her that my VP had expired, which he has not, as of the latest report, by the way. But no, then I told her about him, and we're like, just, my God, stop the madness. And so anyway, we talked, and quite frankly, she talked me into getting together and praying. And you know, I pray before I eat. When we're together, we pray before we eat. Thank God for blessing us and you know, the good stuff. I don't much pray other than that, just because I don't have an objection to it. I just don't. But sure as hell did last night, and it was tough to get through the prayer too. And not just for my friends, but for our country, for my family. You know, when it does get that close to home, it's pretty sobering, to say the least, okay? But, I mean, I got my head around it, I think, and that's kind of where this video needs to go. It needs to go to a conclusion, not deeper into the depths of despair. Because I'm tired of living there. Holy friggin' hell. So bosses, if you're watching, just forgive me and understand there's a covenant. If you watch one of my videos, you can't hold me accountable for it, okay? Otherwise, you turn off the video right now. I'm just saying. So, disclaimer in place. Last night I stayed up about an hour later than I'm supposed to, and I drank about 6 beers more than I'm supposed to. And I hate to be one of those guys. That's interesting. Sorry, the brewery right here that normally has all kinds of tanker and hopper cars in it doesn't have any, and I was actually able to see where the tracks go. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I'm gonna incorporate that onto my railroad. Where was I? Oh, I hate to sound like a country song, but I basically drank and thought it away. If that makes any sense. You're not supposed to use stuff like that to fix your problems because they don't really go away and blah, blah, blah. I get all that. I used to preach that, for crying out loud. But in this case, there was nothing left to do. I had to make the hurt stop. So anyway, that's a long intro to get to the thrust of what I really want to say. When I told you before in a video that I have faith in the American people, in the American spirit, to get through this and come out on the other side with shining colors. Shining colors? I don't know. Flying colors. There it is. Or shining, like, whatever. I meant that, and I think I fall into that category because, all right, I got hit with it. It hurt. And there's this concept that says you're not going to get over it, but you can get past it. You're not going to get over it, but you can get past it. And the thing is, I am not over the bad news that I got. I'm not. I think about it, but it's hit me, okay? I've experienced the pain now. Now, I can't live there in that. I mean, this is me talking, and maybe this is something you can agree with, but you can't live there in the pain. I've got to just, okay, get out of bed and go do what I'm supposed to do today, right now. Not think about the consequences of all these things and the eventual outcome. What am I going to do right now? I've got to move forward. And I think that's where I was. That's where I feel like I am today. I got out of bed late, and I wasn't moving too fast, frankly. I got to work a little bit late, 10 minutes late, which actually for me, 10 minutes late is about 40 minutes late, but I'm just saying. Managed to lead my crew today. Managed to have a conversation with the president of my company today that was positive. Find out some things that actually, I told you people were stabbing me in the back, but there's also some people talking about me behind my back, but in a positive way. I did not realize the reputation I had within the halls of justice of the company I work for. That was encouraging. So, come the end of the day, that whole story, this whole week has been crap. I ain't got a bit of good news all damn week. But whatever. I'm past it now. You know, I get to go home to my wife. I get to go home to my train. I get to go home to my terriers. Cindy and I aren't going to go out a whole lot this weekend because we're scared of getting the bug. But I have this deal. Look, see this? Oh, that's my beanie. Hold on, I got to show you real quick. See this? I can't put it on because I'll crash right now, but this is a mask my wife made me. Isn't that cool? Ha, I wear that at work today. I look so rock star status. So we're adapting to the situation. We're adapting to where we're at. Okay, it sucks. It's inconvenient. One of the people on the COVID task force said, I get it, it's inconvenient. And it is. It comes down to it, it's inconvenient. You gotta wear gloves. You gotta wear a mask. You gotta bathe. Oh, don't tell my ex-wife. Sorry, I'm just playing on that one. No, you got to take these extra precautions. It's that or death, okay? So I guess you take the extra precautions, frankly. And in my case, there's some of the things that, there's been more than one thing in my life that I'm still not over. It still gets me, but I'm able to move past it and just keep going. So anyway, that's my word, my upbeat Friday report, which is totally awesome, and my words of inspiration for you, the Dirt Guy Drive Time audience. By the way, really appreciate you guys hanging out here every day watching these videos. Apparently they're becoming more popular. I don't know that I have that much material, so there you go. But I hope you have a safe, healthy weekend. Spend some time with the people you're allowed to spend time with and enjoy every moment. And until I see you Monday morning, my name is Steve Brown, and have a great weekend, everybody.